Hey guys, Dustin here from Manifestation Academy, and I want to share with you through a series of videos about my experiences at the Joe Dispenza event. So for those of you that have gone, you kind of know what I'm talking about. If you haven't gone, what happens is you're spending about 7 days doing these very deep pineal gland meditations, about 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a day, and people get really some profound and divine insights while they're there. They really tap into their soul, tap into the higher consciousness while they're there. So I want to share with you some of my experiences from that. One of them was all about high frequency and vibration, and it was really fascinating. So after doing these meditations for several days, I sort of like awoken. I went to this place I had never been. Felt like my energy vibration was extraordinarily high. And one of the reasons for that was throughout the event and even before the event, I kept affirming, I'm divine wisdom, I'm divine love, I'm divine expression. I would just keep saying it over and over. And then when we're actually in the event, a lot of times I was praying for other people, just like sending positive energy out to other people. And I think by affirming that and sending that out and then doing these deep meditations to go into the high ether just really put me in this very, very, very insightful and intuitive place. And I was getting so many downloads, just such clear messages about life, society, the world, things like that. And it was really, really powerful. So one of the things that happened was when I kept saying, I'm divine love, divine expression, divine wisdom. And then I would set an intention before going into these meditations. I would say, I surrender to the divine. Do with me as you like. And when I sort of burst through, I don't know if I went to gamma, brainwave, or whatever. I burst through, and it's like that whole I surrender to the divine, it kind of became literal. Like I almost felt like after that, I felt like I was getting so many downloads about people, and go walk here and you can help this person, about how to help others. And it was literally like my mind was taken over by like this divine source, and it was just getting this most intuitive, insightful things. And it was going on for hours, and I started to like want to turn it off. I'm like, okay, I get it, but let me like turn it off. Let me go take a nap. Let me, do something. But I couldn't. It just kept coming. And I wanted to stop or do other stuff, but it was like it just kept coming and coming and coming, and I didn't know how to turn it off. I didn't know how to ground myself at the time. So there came to a point where I was sort of like walking like towards the beach, and my intuition, the divine, was like, okay, no, go back over here and ponder on this or think about this, or there's people you can help over here. And I'm like, no, I want to go to the beach. I want to like do what I want to do. I don't want to do what the divine is telling me to do. And I would walk this way, and it kept telling me, no, go back. And I kept walking this way. And then all of a sudden, the most amazing thing happened. I was walking, and then all of a sudden I couldn't walk anymore. I literally felt like this like ring of energy coming in through my crown chakra and in through my heart chakra. And it was almost like pushing against me, like it would not let me go that way. It was like pushing against, and I wasn't able to walk anymore. Something like that had never happened before. And I was even blown away that it happened. But it taught me a couple things in that moment. One was the chakras are really real, because I really felt it right here and right here. These are, I don't know why these two specifically, but it was like pushing against me, and I couldn't even like walk forward. And I learned later, like through Bruce Lee's stuff and the chi energy, you can actually like block people. They're trying to attack you by blocking their chi energy in different areas. I don't know if it's here and here, but just in general. What I also learned is when we're trying to manifest things, right? Or let's say we ask for God's protection, and we know we're protected when we go to certain places. And same with the law of attraction. What's happening is as we channel energy up, it goes into the ether space, and it's affecting other people's movements as well as our own, based on our intention, our energy, our beingness, our vibes that we're giving out. So let's say you're protected, and you've always been protected. That means like if you're walking down a place, maybe it's a dark alley somewhere, right? If there's someone that was going to do you harm, what's happening is if they're a few blocks away, they're going to be turned the other way, or you're going to feel you should go this way. You may not know why, but it's the energy, the angels or whatever, they're sitting there. They can see everything. They know everything. They see the energy beingness of everything, and they're going to push people around this way or that way. So if you're walking and someone might do you harm, the energy is going to push them away. They're going to have, oh, I should go back this way. Oh, I should feel this way. Same thing with you. If you're walking like, I don't feel like going down that alley. Let me go down this way. And you'll feel it at a strong level, especially the more tuned in you are. the same happens with the law of attraction. If you're trying to attract something in your life, and there's certain people that you are going to meet based on your intention and your beingness and the lessons you've learned, you'll get drawn to them. You'll feel like, I feel like going to this Starbucks. I feel like walking down this way. I feel like going to this meeting. I don't know why. I just feel like going there. They're also going to feel that way, and they're also going to get drawn in and pushed in. So that's sort of what happens. Like, we think that we have 100% free will, and we do in a way, but I think it's more so between two, between two areas, so to speak. Like, we're given like a playground for our free will to play in, but we're not necessarily can go anywhere or any place anytime. Like, I'm not going to become a professional surfer in the south of Portugal, right? Now, I could, and I think I could, but even if I tried to go do that, there's going to be energy, thought patterns, beliefs that's not even my programming, but at a higher level say, you're meant for something different. This is not what your path is, not what your purpose is. Now, for some people, it may be the right path, but for me, it wouldn't be. And I would just feel it. I would intuitively feel it and know it. So if I almost try to go against my own feelings and intuition, it's going to push me back. So I think that's where the borders of it are. So, in that moment when I was surrendering to the divine and I went to this high vibrational place, it's almost like I went maybe overloaded. I don't know what the right word is, but I definitely wasn't grounded. I was definitely up here, and it's like the divine was just guiding me, and it was beautiful and it was amazing, and I felt like, wow, I could help the whole world. I could help people. I could help anybody in this moment, but also wasn't necessarily sustaining and sustaining in the human body, at least, because the divine energy, and I realized the Earth's energy, the divine energy, is always moving. It's always moving. There's always shifts going on. They're always trying to help serve and help people, and we're always trying to move people to the light. But in the human mind and in the human body, where we need to relax, we need to, recuperate, living in that sphere all the time, it was going to be a very challenging, very hard, really maybe not sustainable. At least it wasn't for me, even after a few hours. But still, it was such a powerful experience, and to even be able to tap into that. It's like sometimes, when you get intuitive insights about something, like, oh, I had that insight, or you're doing meditation and intuitive insight. It's like that was coming every second, and I couldn't turn it off. Later, I figured out how to finally turn it off. I did a grounding exercise where I went from like this, from the back of my head across the crown, and I was on the beach, and I would put it into the ground like this, and I kept saying, I'm grounded, I'm grounded. I did that for about 5-6 minutes, and finally I was able to become more centered in my mind, body, and soul, not just living up in the soul. So anyway, that was one of my powerful experiences at the Joe Dispenza event, tapping into the high frequency vibration and realizing the vibration really is what controls matter. The vibration is what's controlling the movement and what people are doing, the thought energy, in a really, really profound way. So keeping tapped into that, I think you tap into that higher field of love and vibration, and you're able to serve yourself and the world and others' highest good. Serve your highest good, serve others' highest good, and serve the world when you're able to tap into that more so. So that's one of the things I got out of the Joe Dispenza event. I will be sharing more cool stories and cool experiences like that as well. So subscribe to our channel. If this helps you, hit the like button, thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys soon.